My name is James Ngota, and today I am with you to share more about detoxifying your digestive system. If you are joining me for the first time, then I would suggest that you need to visit previous video where I talked of detox, and we are looking at the 5 reasons why you must do the detox. So the previous video was the first one. So today we are working on the second reason. We talked of digestion as the removal of toxins, waste, fat, and bacteria in the gut, in your digestive system. So we say this is the most important topic for you to understand, for you to know the truth about your health and generally your body, because the digestive system and in general the gut or the alimentary canal, that system is so important to your entire system. So important. So what we are going to cover today is to do with how you can make this part of your body function. Remember, most people don't realize this, don't get this right, because whenever they fall sick, whenever they feel uncomfortable, they just go straight and address the issue. But the primary area where you should be checking most is your digestive system. So ladies and gentlemen, let's dive in and understand this system. Right from the mouth all the way to the stomach, to your small intestines, up to your colon, all the way down to rectum, and eventually to the anus. That is our digestive system. Now, along the digestive system, we have some other organs. We have some other organs like the liver plays part in your digestion. We have the pancreas also helps in the digestion, and we have other areas. The duodenum somewhere here, esophagus somewhere there. So there are so many things that are not only the ones you see, but there are some other things helping your digestion to be carried out in a manner that it's supposed to. Now, when we talk of detox, we are talking of cleansing or removing unwanted substance that sticks in your channel. So, digestion starts from the mouth all the way down until the waste is out. So, what happens? Because what does it digest? It digests the things that you consume. Anything that you eat, it has to be digested. And once it is digested, it is now known by your system whether it is fit for your body or it is a waste. If it is fit for your body, it will now go to the next step, which is absorption. Now, when it is waste, it goes to elimination part. It will get out of your system. Now, the thing is, when is that going to be possible? It is after you eat, it is digested, then from there, absorption can take place or not. Now, here is the thing, 2 things. When it is found that whatever you've consumed is not fit, it is a waste. Question is, does it get out fully? That's number 1. Number 2, in the process of passing food or passing whatever you've consumed from one stage to another until the final step of your digestion, what happens to the remains, the debris, whatever small particles that remains? They always stick behind on the walls of that system. So you find after digestion, there are some pieces, some stuff sticking on the walls. Remember, the digestion is taking place, but there are some stuff remaining behind, sticking on the walls. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you that if something is not done quickly to remove whatever is left behind, then it will continue piling up. Now, God created this system in a way that if that is happening, then it all depends with what you eat. Here it is. Despite the fact that there must be some sticky substance remaining, then God created the broom, the food, the things to come and wipe what is sticking. And that is another food to cleanse your gut. You don't need medicine, you need food. Remember, this is the sticky part. So there is a food you eat which now will sweep off this. Okay? I know that is new, but there are certain food when you eat, they will cleanse your system. But if you don't eat those kind of food, then your system will keep on piling the remains. And what happens when you don't eat the food that sweeps the remains, the food that sweeps the wastes? What happens? Now, this is what happens. Assuming now, let's have a cross-section of your digestive system, and we have it here. This is a cross-section of your digestive system. Now, inside that cross-section, we have what we call the finger-like projections in the wall. And along at the base of that finger-like projection is those are the blood vessels. Okay, finding its way into your body. Okay, now that is your inside of your digestive, let's say small intestine, large intestine. Now, what happens is when you eat food and it gets to the stomach and it is digested in the stomach and it is also digested once it is leaving the stomach and it is in the small intestine being digested. Now, what happens since the day you started eating food? The day you started eating food, there are some remains left behind. Meaning, up to today as we speak, then there is a big layer of waste covering the villi. This waste never built up in one day. It took years. And that's why we say at the age of 30, everyone has this kind of waste in the gut. So all this is a waste covering your villi. Now, if this happens, what will happen to your digestive system? It will not function. It will not do as it's supposed to. Now, all this is a waste. You see? Now, your digestive system, the villi in the intestines are covered with a layer of waste. Toxins, fat, bacteria are covering your intestines. So what happens is whatever now food you keep on eating, you are still eating. Remember, once it gets to the villi, that is in the small intestine, the villi will not see what kind of food you've eaten, what kind of digested materials found in the food you ate need to be absorbed into the blood, because your villi in the intestines are covered with a layer of wastes, a layer of toxins, a layer of bad fat. So you find yourself now, you are eating, but you are not getting the benefits of the food you've eaten simply because your digestive system is clogged. Okay? It's full of trash. Now, the thing is, what happened? Simple. This has been building up slowly by slowly, because over the years, let's say maybe you are at the age of 30, at the age of 40, all those years, you've been consuming food that don't clean the debris, the food that don't clean the remains of the food that are left behind after you've consumed. So the small items, small particles remaining behind after the food has passed will keep on piling on top of the other. Up to today is still piling, because, and you agree with me, the food that we are consuming nowadays don't have the broom, don't have that special food God created for us to be able to clean our digestive system. Look at the chips, look at the sodas, look at the biscuits, look at the sweets, look at the dairy food, animal food. Those kind of food are sweet, tasty, delicious, but they don't carry the substance that sweeps your digestive system. And because of that, the piling of waste is rampant, is big. When your digestive system is clogged like this, then you will interfere with the absorption. Because remember, you've eaten some greens because you know how to balance. You are told by the doctor you have to eat 3 greens. Now, after eating greens, then greens found that we have vitamin A, vitamin B, whichever. We have protein, we have all those minerals. And these minerals, so you find that once they are in the digestive system, they cannot be absorbed because the villi are blocked, cannot see that food there. So whatever vitamin A, vitamins and minerals are missing inside your blood to be circulated to other parts. So it is the villi to absorb the content of the food you are eating, especially if it is helpful to your body. Once it is absorbed, it is placed in the system, blood system. The blood system will flow, will carry those contents, those nutrients to the areas needed by them. Okay? Now, if, like for example, eyes, for your eyes to function, you need vitamin A and other minerals. Now, you've consumed carrots, tomatoes, spinach, and you have vitamin A nutrients in those diets, but cannot penetrate. And even if they find a way to penetrate, it's not as it's supposed to be, because it can penetrate maybe 20%, and your eyes need almost 80% of vitamin A you consume every day. So you find that the blood will have few or less percentage of vitamin A, because a lot has been blocked by the stuff on the villi, so they have not been absorbed. So the blood contains little of vitamin A. This vitamin A will go all the way to what we call eye cells. Okay? Will go to eye cells. Now the eye cells will get the vitamins and rebuild itself, and you start feeling okay with your eyes. Now the thing is, have been blocked. 30 years, at the age of 30, you have the clogging. Then the other 31st, 35 years, 40 years, your eyes is not receiving sufficient vitamins and minerals for them to remain healthy. Now, what will happen? You'll go to the doctor, and the doctor will say, okay, you don't have good eyes, so you need to have specs. But the problem has been your digestive system. It's not about the eyes which have developed problems. It has to come from your digestive. Fix your digestive. even if your doctor will give you the specs, fine, but make sure your digestive system is working fine. So how do you fix this? Because already we people at the age of 30, we all have this clogging. We have a lot of stuff in our digestive system. So what are we supposed to do? And that one brings to our topic today, that is detox. Yes, detox is the first thing you need to do that will help you clean the walls of your of your digestive system. A program that will pull out all this stuff, not only to flush out whatever you consumed yesterday, because I always get surprised when I get to people and tell me I am using a detox where I used it and I really did a diarrhea kind of. But the thing is, if it is a diarrhea, fine, most detox will give you that kind of effect. If you go and have loose stool, fine. But now, what content is being loosened as a stool? Because most of the detox programs, they only help you flush food that you consumed yesterday or this morning to go out. But in the real sense, the stuff that's stuck in your system for many years will still remain there. So that is not the good program. The good program or detox program is the program that will root out all the wastes, bacteria, toxins, fat that's stuck in your gut for many years and bring your digestive system to the state you were when you were very young. And that is the program I am advocating you to go for. And once you remove that, once you do a thorough detox, then you are good to go. Start now focusing on your diet. And gentlemen, I talked of God-made something that will help us cleanse. You cannot clean the inside like the way you clean. You cannot swallow a soap to clean the inside. You cannot swallow a broom to clean inside. It's unlogical. But there is a broom God made, and these are the food you need to be consuming. Food that contains fiber. Fiber is the broom to cleanse your digestive system. Now the question is, we are not scientists, we are not the researchers, we are not doctors, we are not nutritionists. We do not know which food has enough fiber. Yes, you can consume, you can be told spinach has fiber, you can be told cabbage has fiber, you can told, yes, there are so many natural food that contains fiber. But now, which one is so effective and fast to help you fix your digestive system?